Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to Tan Tennis channel. And today we got Brandon again.
It's
You stay for a very long time.
correct.
This time,
It's a new racket season, so now it's raining in Singapore, so might as well come to Thailand where it's sheltered court.
And today we got a Dunlop SX300.
Yeah, so we've been playing with the arrows the other day, so he decided to take out the new Dunlop spin racket for a spin. So
I have this one for a long time.
this is the
It's a
older
Patrick,
model, the Patrick color.
Yeah, Patrick Muratoglu. It's
Yeah.
my favorite YouTube coach.
Your favorite YouTube coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I remember playing. I think I played only with the tour version of this racket, which was like 305 grams, like maybe a year or so ago. It's what I remember is that it's very soft for a spin-friendly frame.
Yeah,
It is quite spinny, but honestly, looking at these two, it just looks like a color change.
but the original SX300, like the previous version, is all yellow.
Oh yes,
And they came out with the white one.
Correct.
And then this one.
Oh yeah, they did quite a lot of cosmetic upgrades
Yeah.
with this one. So hopefully that actually plays different.
But this one looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Right?
color's quite unique. It's not. It's a
Yeah.
green that I haven't seen this green done before. It's not like the Blade. It's not like the Percept. It's a different kind of green.
Yeah,
But
it looks good. I like it.
so
So I hope it's gonna be good.
yeah, what strings do we have on today?
Grapple Tour Sniper, which
Okay.
is your favorite, right? It's
Yeah,
your
it's
go-to
a-
string.
It's my go-to string in the mains. But
Yes.
Sniper has a lot of people like the way it plays, but they find it a little bit stiff.
Yeah, it's firm and it's
Yeah.
crispy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I figure it should be good on this racket because I remember this one is really soft and
Okay.
it's a little bit muted.
Got it
So
at 50 pounds.
these two are at 50 pounds.
Okay.
Freshly strung.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a privilege.
All right.
We'll see you on court.
Yeah. Okay, we just finished playing with the old one and the new one of the Dunlop SX300. What do you think, Brandon? Which one do you like more between these two?
So I played them both without dampener
Mhm.
because I usually don't play with dampeners on my rackets. I find the old one a lot, like not a lot, but a bit more muted than this one. The new one feels just a little bit more connected to the ball, but both of these don't feel like stiff.
Yeah, it's really soft.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very quiet racket. It's
Yeah.
more than muted. It's quiet. I agree. Without the dampener, the old one is a little bit more muted. But with the dampener, I cannot feel anything with this one.
Bit strange.
It's really weird. But yeah, I think this one is more solid. Feel-wise, it's like there is something inserted in the frame.
Okay.
But this one is a little bit more hollow.
Maybe because like you said, the throat here is a bit longer.
Oh yeah. So it kind of looks the same except the throat. The throat on
when you put it really on top of each other.
yeah. The throat on the old one is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that might make it maybe a little bit stiffer.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, but overall,
But the dampening is both are, I would say they're quite dampened
Yeah.
to me. Like one thing that we noticed was that it's not unpredictable, but there's not a lot of feedback. Like when you make contact with the ball, you're not sure how good you hit it. Sometimes I can't tell whether it was sweet spot or not sweet spot because even the off center hits, if it's around the sweet spot, it still feels kind of the same, which might be good for some people. When you adjust your stroke and adjust your timing depending on how clean you're hitting on that day, it feels a little bit difficult to gauge. Like when you're just rallying from the back of the court, it's hard to tell, honestly.
yeah, so
Yeah.
feel-wise, it's really soft racket. We agree
Yeah.
on that. Very arm-friendly, right?
Yeah, I mean even with
Yeah.
Sniper at 50 pounds,
Yeah.
it doesn't-
Normally, it will be a lot more stiff than this, but
yeah,
this is very comfortable. But I think, like you said, when it's muted like this and it's a spin racket,
yeah,
it's really hard to tell how much spin you put on the ball and the launch angle also. It's the downside of this racket. It's hard to tell where you hit it and the launch that you will get in every ball that you put top spin on.
exactly.
Yeah.
In terms of spin, so you said that you find the way like the V core and the arrow delivers spin like a little bit different, right?
Yeah, I think the V core is a little bit more pocketing.
Okay, so where does this, is this closer to an arrow or closer to a V core?
I think closer to the V core,
Closer to the V core?
but it's more muted than the V core,
Yeah,
which
I would
is
agree.
extreme because the V core, like
this generation,
for a lot of people,
yeah,
it's muted.
it's quite
right?
muted already, yes.
This one is more than that. The arrow is pretty much straightforward.
Yeah,
Like you hit and you feel it.
exactly.
Yeah, but it's definitely a spin racket. I cannot tell about my balls that much. I feel it has a pretty good like trajectory. It's
Right.
very loopy, and I see my balls like bouncing high. But the ball that coming from you when you hit top spin, it's really spinning. Like the
Yeah.
ball bounce and it jump like that.
I wouldn't say that like, I think between, like we just played with the arrows, right? I still think like the arrow is easier to generate spin with, and there's a bit more feedback because it's a little bit stiffer. So I know what I'm gonna get like the moment I make contact with it.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait for the result like on the other side of the court to know like what kind of ball I just hit. Like even though like I'm intentionally trying to hit a certain shot.
Yeah.
Right. But I wouldn't like, this is not a bad racket by any means. Like if you like spin and you want a racket that's very comfortable for your arm, this is a very easy recommendation.
Yeah, it's a strange combination.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of these rackets feel like they're going towards the more dampened side of things. Like I still prefer having a more connected frame. Like I would rather play with an arrow that gives me a bit more feedback when I like hit topspin with the ball. Very minor change from the last generation. I wouldn't say that like they're doing a lot of things different.
Yeah, I think these two plays pretty similar.
Yeah,
Yeah, except the feel that just a little bit different.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if you're looking for a lot of topspin in your game, like, or you need a racket that helps to accentuate the stroke, like the topspin stroke, like this is good if you already like have some kind of arm problems. If you have arm problems, I still wouldn't put poly on this, and maybe I'd still recommend you a clash if you have arm problems. But like if you have a sensitive elbow, you can put like a soft poly on this, like, and it's not going to do, you're not gonna feel much on your elbow. Like it's not gonna hurt you very much, and you'll get the spin that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this one, I put the grapple snake alpha before
Right.
this one. I just cut it out. It's really soft.
That was a soft string, but it was just too muted, right?
Yeah, it's too
As a
muted.
whole, yeah, yeah.
But it's like really soft, really soft,
Right.
like almost like a clash.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about the flat shot?
Flat shots, not so, okay. So generally, I find like the easiest spin racket to hit flat with is the Aero 98.
Okay.
Like if you're talking about a racket that's made for spin, like that, I find it easy to flatten out balls with. I think it's the Aero 98. Like I can accelerate and rip through the ball, and it's still pretty good. This one, not so easy because it does still give it quite a significant launch. Like sometimes you don't want such a high launch angle when you're going for like fast balls. You want it to come down fast to go through the court quickly. I would say that I don't like it very much on flat shots. And one more thing, like it's not easy to slice with this racket.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to the feel.
Yeah.
Like when it feels like not giving you that much information,
Correct.
you need to learn about this one
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Serves wise, like I can serve with it. Like it's pretty good on the serve.
better.
I think kick serves are quite easy, especially because like it's a spin friendly frame.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to brush the ball, not difficult at all. Flat serves, like one thing that I like about certain rackets is the sound, like that explosiveness that you hear on like serves and on like fast shots. Like I don't feel like I get it so much on this.
Nice.
Like even when I see that the result of the serve is good, the sound didn't tell me the whole story. Even with the E zone that day, when I go for my serve and like I hit a good serve, like I hear the sound and I know like bang, yeah, that's a good serve. This one is like it doesn't have that loudness, explosiveness to it, even when you hit the serve well. It doesn't mean it doesn't hit the serve. It's just a whole thing about the connectedness. Like it doesn't give you a whole lot of information when you make contact with the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the big like downside of this racket.
That you said about the slice.
Yeah.
I cannot slice with this racket as well. It's
Yeah.
like it's weird. You don't know like how much you're gonna put in.
Exactly.
And I think it's not that stable on slice. But
Correct.
on other shot it's okay.
It's a little bit erratic on the slice. Like,
Yeah.
like especially like when I'm going like on the run to my backhand side, trying to like dig out a low ball or like even a high one and trying to chop it down. Like I'm honestly not sure what kind of ball I'm going to get out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's if you use the slice a lot. If you're a double-handed backhand player that uses the slice a lot, like this might not be so good for you.
So what kind of players you would recommend this rackets to?
So if you're like a
Designer?
yeah, if you play from the baseline quite a lot,
Mm.
and maybe like you've had a history of like arm problems, but you still want a racket that gives you a lot of spin.
Okay.
Like so, one thing about the Clash is that because of the of how wide the grommets are, sometimes it's a little bit unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like I don't know like how much launch I'm going to get, even if I swing the same way. This one, while the result itself is not unpredictable, it's just the contact and the connectedness. But if you have a little bit of like history of arm issues and you need something that's going to give you a lot of spin, this is a good option, like really good option. But if you prefer a bit more feel, a bit more connectedness, I would personally go with like an Aero 98, but not in the same category because that's a 98 square inch frame.
Yeah.
But I prefer the 98 over the 100. So like if I was going for a spin racket, I would go with the Aero 98 because it also slices well. But I wouldn't use this like full time.
Yeah, I will prefer the Pure Aero 100 and maybe the Extreme MP as well.
Oh yeah, the Extreme as well, yeah.
This one plays good, but as we said, the connectedness is not that good, and we play with a lot of feel. So
yeah, exactly.
that's just us. But it's a great racket. Yeah. All right. I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Catch you in the next one.
Yeah.